Now our next speaker is Philip Matov. He is driving digital asset strategy and blockchain solutions at the famous company called Facets. But what a lot of people don't know about Philip is that he used to be a skateboarder. And he's going to effortlessly glide through what Libra is likely to contribute to the blockchain ecosystem and the real role of blockchain in all of this. Please welcome Philip.
So to break the ice, probably blockchain and Libra. Libra is a great phenomenon for blockchain. Well, that's kind of the end of my presentation. Thank you. Look, Libra actually bundles together 10 years of crypto ideas, things that we have been developing in the crypto space for quite a while. So stablecoin, which is the Libra coin, programmability of the underlying technology, the underlying protocol, which is the main thing in the Ethereum space. The idea of consortiums and bringing blockchain to handle a bunch of parties that don't necessarily trust each other is actually one of the main reasons I believe Libra is using blockchain technology for their solution. And also, of course, enterprise blockchain solutions, so that financial companies such as Visa can be part of this. So all of this is actually giving great validation and unprecedented validation of the importance of blockchain technology. So in the history of crypto and blockchain, basically all incremental innovations have been a rising tide for all the boats. So when basically Bitcoin catalyzed the Ethereum development, and then ICOs opened conversation with regulation, and then competitive smart contracts started asking and pushing questions for speed and scalability. So maybe Libra is what comes next. But there are overseeing concerns over the absence of decentralization. And if we're really going to build a global currency, and if we're really going to bank the unbanked, I would be really hoping that this will be created on a decentralized network. So basically, I will give you my personal view on the effect of Libra it will have on the blockchain space on different stages. So for the first 1 to 2 years, probably Libra will challenge a lot of the blockchain projects which were built on the promise of solving remittances problems or being a medium of exchange or a storage of value. So I'm not saying that Bitcoin will be eradicated, not at all. There will be always a use case for a decentralized blockchain solution for exchange of value, but it will be a challenge for them. It will probably never reach mass adoption. However, I think something that in consensus we're quite concerned about is that fintech and crypto space will become more reactive than innovative. So this is something which is a real concern, because if a company of the size of Facebook is introducing a blockchain product, a lot of other enterprises are starting to think maybe we should wait a little bit before we push anything forward. So in consensus, we are trying to do our best to push innovation forward and bringing and banking the unbanked for quite a while. We have a project called Eye to Eye in the Philippines, where we've connected over 200 islands with the infrastructure of the central bank and the Union Bank. This is a project which is today, not 5 years from now when probably Libra will happen. So we will be prepared for that moment where it comes. Also, Libra will serve as the ultimate factor that determines how the transparency and regulatory future of cryptocurrency plays out. They have a massive responsibility. They will probably take a lot of the arrows that would fly otherwise to blockchain and crypto projects, which is good. It will speed up conversations with the regulatory entities. But we also need to trust a lot. So in Libra, we need to trust the intrinsic value of the coin. We need to trust that the wallet is compliant with KYC and AML. We need to trust that no person and transaction information, personal and transactional information will mingle. But at the end of the day, data breaches happen. So that's a problem. But in 3 to 5 years, probably Libra will be very much into the DeFi space, and that's a huge space. It has potential to change a lot of what today we just imagine about what the future of financial services will look like. And a lot of the crypto projects and devs that are very well positioned today can contribute to that. So what we hope that we're going to see, and Facebook in the white paper, they're quite explicit about it, they will adopt and iterate on adopting blockchain data and structures. So they're quite open of integrating other ones, such as Ethereum, for example, and we're very excited about this. We see a future where Libra solutions, Ethereum solutions will probably work together in tandem, rather than against each other as competitors. And on a longer scale, it really depends on how the Libra governance is going to play out. Is it going to still be this very centralized solution? That's sort of a governance, which when you have a concentration of decision making in governance, usually called oligarchy. So let's see if this will change, and hopefully so, as they written down in their 5-year plan. So from Consensus, we're very excited to watch Libra unfold, but we do so critically and thoughtfully as professionals who have been here with experience facing challenges and bringing this technology to the people. Thank you.